Evening, folks. Welcome to Everyday KT number 178. Today we're talking about something that is key to every single part of your life. Everything. Living, finding your significant other, working, getting up in the morning, figuring out what you want to watch on television if you even watch television, where you want to go today, what you want to do, all of those things. All boils down to one thing: motivation. What is your motivation for doing anything? So, motivation. What is it internal? Is it external? If you're lucky, it's internal, because that means you're in full control of what's going on. Hey, Dave. So, internal motivation means that you're driving your own bus. You're the one who's in charge of every single part of every piece of every decision that you make. If it's an external motivation, odds are it's not really super long term. You're motivated by, I gotta pay my mortgage. I gotta pay a bill. I want to impress this person. I want to do whatever. I want to get a trip to the Alps. I want a new car. Those are external motivators. But when you look at those external motivators, you need to think for a second and say, what exactly are those things doing for me? If you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, there's this whole pyramid theory of human existence. Basic safety and food, water, shelter type stuff. And it goes all the way up the chain to personal satisfaction, self-esteem, psychological well-being, all kinds of different things. Somewhere in there is one of the reasons why you're doing the stuff that you're doing. The reason I said you have internal or external motivators is ultimately they're all internal. You just haven't figured it out yet. What I mean is, if you're motivated by the need to pay your mortgage, well, that's an internal motivator, meaning that you want to have a place to live. So, how does this have anything to do with anything that we're talking about here? Over 178 episodes. Motivation. So success is predicated by motivation. Success in life, success in work, success in relationships, success with your kids if you have them, with your dog, with putting together the IKEA furniture that has instructions that you still can't figure out. Success is predicated by motivation. So if you're properly motivated, meaning you want to succeed at whatever it is you're trying to do, the odds are significantly better that you're going to succeed. If you are motivated internally to win a race, you very well may not win that race because someone else has been more motivated for a lot longer and got a better draw on the genetic gene pool lottery, and they're just faster than you. Just happens. But you're dedicated, you're committed, and you're motivated. You're still going to go out there, you're going to bust your ass, you're going to run like hell, and you're going to do as well as you can. That in a race, that genetics plays an enormous, absolutely enormous amount of, it makes a big difference. Plays an enormous part in the success of winning that race. I'm not going to go race against Usain Bolt. He will whoop my ass 6 different ways before I finish the race. He'll be done, back and done again. I'm just not that fast. I don't care how motivated I am. I'm not going to beat the guy. But that's all physical. If you start looking at other things like relationships, performance at work, you start looking at jobs, things you want to do, things you want to be good at, things you want to succeed at, things that make you happy. If you're motivated, those things can happen. You can be a better guitar player than the kid up the street. You can be a better spokesperson than the guy on TV. You just have to put the time in, the effort, and you have to motivate yourself and say, hey, this is what I want. I want to be or have or like or whatever it is. You want to be that thing. And if your motivation to get there and your drive is sufficient, you're the only one stopping you. You know, you might not be able to bench press 1,000,000 pounds, but you can get up in front of 1,000,000 people and talk and teach them, educate them on your particular point of view or your subject matter or your product. You can do that. Determination, some self-confidence, a whole bunch of that. Motivation. Motivation is what drives the world. People do stupid things because they're motivated. You know, you look back at, there's a story from, I think it was World War I, maybe World War, I don't remember which one, World War I, II, of a Scottish military unit, I don't remember the exact size. They were pinned down by a pair of German machine gun nests. Kid got up with his bagpipes, started playing, motivated the hell out of these guys, and they beat the crap out of the Germans. The poor piper got his knees shot off, sat down on a stone, kept playing. All the guys with the guns saw this kid, and they're like, well, hell, if he's out there in front of these machine guns, we can sure as hell take him. And they did. Motivation. All that is, motivation is simply you convincing yourself that you can do it. That's all it is. You convincing yourself that you can accomplish the goal that you have set for yourself. Simple. Execution sucks. Execution's hard. Execution takes time, effort, and determination. But understanding what it is easy. What motivates you? Do you want to be rich? That's a very possible thing. A lot of people want to have a lot of money. You want to be comfortable. You want to be more in shape. You want to rid yourself of the fear of public speaking. Huge one there. You want to learn a certain technology so you can get a better job. You want to improve your status within your social circles. Whatever that might be, got to start with motivation. Motivation first. You know, why do people wear kilts? Well, comfort, maybe. The attention, probably. Getting the girl at the counter at the local store to see you, very possibly. It's a motivator. You got to understand that. Now, the key to this entire episode is understanding what motivates you. If you're driven by an externally happening motivator, you are interested in more money, you are interested in a better car, a title, a something. Personal motivators, that's your deal. Now, I'm not going to say one way or the other, you know. If that's what you want, if that's your thing, then do it. Find that thing within you that drives you to success. That motivating factor within you. Figure out what it is. Now, if you're internally motivated, you want personal well-being. You want stability. You want, quote unquote, normally functioning family. You want the ability to contribute to society. You want some form of internal betterment of yourself as your goal. Well, there's your motivation. You want to make yourself a better person, thereby enabling you to help others improve themselves through whichever mechanism you so choose. There's your motivator. Find what that motivator is. Figure out that thing that drives you, that makes you happiest. You know, for me, what motivates me to do these episodes every single day. Good day, bad day, shitty day. Doesn't matter. I'm here. The only time I can remember missing was because there was no internet. And it was a choppy, crappy one because I was at a camp. What drives me, what motivates me to continue doing these? A couple of things. One, I like it. It makes me happy to sit here and talk to you, to tell you the stories of my trials and tribulations in life, so maybe you can learn from my failures or successes and maybe have a better life of your own. But it also helps me with educating people on technology, because this is obviously using social media, Facebook, live videos, and teaching them how to do that and not worry and not be afraid of that. But ultimately what drives me to do this is the fact that I like helping people. Plain and simple. That's it. That's the motivator right there. I love helping people. And hopefully these videos are helping people. That's my motivation, and it's internal, so I'm lucky there. It's not dedicated or not driven by someone else. The benefactor of my motivation, yes, is an external person, but that doesn't mean that they have to physically be there for them to actually gain benefit from my efforts. That's why I'm doing these videos. Put it up on YouTube. Boom. People can watch them anywhere they want. Put it up on Facebook. Anybody, anytime, anywhere. It does not matter. So hopefully you can find your motivator. Find that thing within you that you seek, that gives you, that makes you happy. That is something that you can say, this is a goal of mine, and I want to do this, and here's how I'm going to do it. And then you just set that goal and say, I'm going to do this. Like, I am going to write a third book. When? I don't know. But that's a goal. Am I properly motivated to accomplish that goal right now? No. I need to be, because that's one of my goals. I'm going to write another book. It's going to happen. So find that motivator within you. Gain that inspiration so that you can accomplish those tasks, those goals, those dreams. Get those things done that you want so you can succeed in your life, with your relationships, your work, wherever. And you can go kick some ass. So somebody get out there and give me a kiltology, because the weighted walks, Dave, I haven't been able to do those because of life, but I've been doing at least 20 push-ups every day, sometimes 40, and seems to be helping. The kilts are fitting a little tighter. Maybe my body's just like, hey, he's trying, so we're going to cut him some slack. I've also stopped gorging on gallon at a time ice cream, so that may have a little impact. I don't know. Keith throws in the two. Stepped on a bucket, sorry. So, boom. Let's see what we got here. Well, holy crap. As again, open it up. Boom. Has to do with today. So, Kiltology Volume 2. It's over on Amazon. Kiltology number 310. Determination. There's not a living creature on this earth more determined than a kiltie with his mind set on something. There's no mountain he can't move, nor sea he can't cross to accomplish his goal. That is, of course, unless he is swayed by a bonny lass with a wink and a grin. His task can wait an hour or two. So what does that have to do with today? Everything. Determination follows motivation, because once you're motivated to do something, you can gain that determination to succeed, because you know what it is you want, you have a clear path, you have a clear understanding, and you have the wherewithal to get to that task and complete it the way you see fit. So you figure that out, and then you become determined. Now that you know what you're doing, you know how you're going to do it, and you know what's going to happen once you finish, you've reached that goal. You reach that point where you know the goal, and you're determined to get it, and then you say, screw it, I am making this happen. And then heaven forbid somebody get in your way, because they're screwed. So with that, I'm going to let everyone... Oh, who's Keith? Keith's my brother, Kevin. I misread it. I'm pretty sure I need glasses by now. So I'm going to let you go. You guys have a good night tonight. It is Monday. I hope you had a fabulous Monday. You got something done. If you need a little kick in the butt, a little inspiration, I'm actually trying to do them every morning. Little Instagram videos, about a minute maybe. And then I share them out to Facebook, so check those out. And if not, I'll see you tomorrow night on Everyday KT. Be strong. Put a kilt on.